What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. Got an NFL fact here for you that I think you're all going to enjoy. Lamar Jackson, a well-established regular in these weekly stats and facts videos, as well as a cemented NFL star, which, fair to say, he has been from day two, after he got out from under Joe Flacco's Raven Wing, of course, is up to it yet again, and his old pal Mark Andrews helped secure both of them yet another spot in the history book. So let's get jiggy with it and see what went right for the Ravens this week. Lamar, a potential MVP winner, or at least the runner-up, ran up the points against the struggling New York Giants in their Week 15 matchup on Sunday. Jackson throwing at a whopping 84% completion rate, 21 out of 25, to be less precise but more detailed, to the tune of 870 feet passing, or 290 yards more like, and 5 touchdowns also. Oh, and 0 interceptions. This game being the 6th game of his career in which he threw for 5 touchdowns passes without throwing a pick. This bringing him into third most all-time in that area, now only behind the legendary Raiders co-owner Tom Brady, and of course the NFL's ultimate marksman Drew Brees. Both of them sitting at 8 games. Though, it is important to note that Brady and Brees took their time to reach that 6-game mark, Brees reaching Lamar's current total at 34 years old, and Brady not getting there until he reached 40. Jackson, already years ahead of both of them, is only 27, soon to be 28 on January 7th next month. So there's plenty of time to squeeze another 2 or 3 out before he calls it a career, which is just wild. But enough of him being in 3rd place, which that's cool and all. However, what about first and only? Well, good news for the Raven everyone's been raving about, as he is the only quarterback in NFL history to have 5 career games throwing fewer than 5 incompletions, while also completing 5 touchdowns. I mean, what is this, a Hollywood phone book? A lot of 5s going on here anyway. That being said, no other quarterback has more than 3 such games. And if you're like, yeah, that's great for a quarterback, sure, but what about being good for a running back? Well, worry no further, as he is getting it done for you there too, adding 65 yards on the ground against the Giant defense. That's 65 yards, boosting him up to a career total of 6,001 rushing yards, which is now only 108 yards behind Michael Vick's total, meaning Lamar Jackson is now one of only 2 quarterbacks ever to get over 6,000 yards rushing in a career. And within a game or 2, give or take, we might just be talking about him yet again as having the most rushing yards ever for a quarterback. Well, we'll see how it goes. Now, his partner in poetry, aka the Po Boys from Baltimore, if you may, Mark Andrews doth scored too much, in Jamal Lewis's opinion, and thus Quoth the Raven evermore, because how can you not speak about how you now have outscored every single Baltimore Raven who has ever set foot onto the gridiron? And as you may have guessed it, Mark Andrews just passed the Baltimore Ravens legendary running back Jamal Lewis to gain the title spot atop the franchise touchdown leaderboard. Andrews now passing up Jamal Lewis's 47 touchdowns on Sunday with his 48th ever as a Raven. Nice. And hey, if I do Quoth so myself, how about you doth yourself a favor and head over on to SeatGeek, a proud sponsor of SVTV and the world's best ticketing app and website. With their state-of-the-art seating chart, you very well could Edgar Allan poach yourself some tickets for a great deal. And to double up and score the most out of this deal, just use code SVTV for $20 off your first ticket purchase, and don't you miss out on watching something we're seeing anymore. Alright, I love you guys, I appreciate you guys, I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.
What would rookie Mark Andrews think about you now being the franchise touchdowns leader?
He'd probably be proud, but just say keep on going, keep on being you. You haven't done everything you wanted to do. There's so much ahead, so much to do, and we haven't gotten to the end goal yet, and that's what we're working for.
You talk all the time about how none of this would be possible without your teammates. Most obviously your quarterback Lamar Jackson, 5 touchdown passes for him today. What has he meant to your career?
He's just so good. Even the touchdown throw that he threw, to me, he kind of just led me right into it. It was almost like a shock, but he's just seeing the game incredibly well, and it's such a blessing to be able to play with the MVP and the best to ever do it.